It's week 1 of the 2025 season. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Vikings and the Commanders, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And we are underway from Commanders Field. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Let's go.
Play action, now it's Daniels. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And even with that broken tackle, can't get very far. Stops short of the 30. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Here's Daniels. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jonathan Greenard in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Rodgers on the return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Dancing to his left. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 5. Throwing now is Daniels. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
13 yards on the play. That's good.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Here's 2nd and 3. To the air goes Daniels. Over the middle, it's complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. They go play action. Daniel. Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or 2, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think you baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. An inside give to Jones. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. On play action, McCarthy. He lets one go deep for Addison. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. McCarthy off the play fake. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Now Daniels. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. To throw is Daniels. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Daniels looking to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Brown goes in motion left. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Robinson going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
Ready?
The give is to DeMercado. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Amari DeMercado. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, now McCarthy. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw McCarthy. There's a nice move. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt to get downfield that quick.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones taking it in. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Here we go on the next drive for Washington. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I showed my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Over the middle here to Brown. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Okay, break.
Off the play fake, Daniels. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll get about 6 here before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. 2nd down and 4. They'll look to throw again. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Option play. Here's Robinson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Samuel bringing in the slant. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. Operating from the gun, Daniels being chased out left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Off play action, Daniels. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Let's go.
Back to throw, Daniels. That is caught. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
On the handoff, it's DeMercado. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Here's Daniels. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. Bates' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing now is Daniels. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards there at a Washington first. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. To the air goes Daniels. It's complete to Brown, right side. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Out of the gun now on 3rd. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. To the air with McCarthy. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This is caught by Addison. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Here's McCarthy. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing again, McCarthy. To Jefferson on the slant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. On play action, McCarthy. Nifty move. Completes this to Addison out left. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now a 2nd and 10. Now McCarthy. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in. The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Jones is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense set to take over. And after the field goal last time, last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
At the 37-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Now Daniels. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
It's 4th down.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. On play action. Now McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Addison. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. McCarthy off the play fake. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
2nd and 10. Daniels looking to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over. Picking up the first down. They go play action. Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And out across midfield down to the 45. Open man is Samuel, complete. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Play action, now it's Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Touchdown! Amari DiMercado. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 6-point game. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A final shot before break. McCarthy, he's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Addison hauls it in. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. McCarthy operating from the gun. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, 30 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the third. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That one is slant to McLaurin. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 43. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake, Daniels. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it third down. Throwing now is Daniels. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And that'll keep this a one-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. And here's Jones again on second down. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Jones again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. And the Washington offense going back to work. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
At the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Robinson up the middle. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Check. Bronco switch. Bronco check.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Daniels. Got him in. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. To the air goes Daniels. To the right side and intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Looking to throw McCarthy. This is caught by Addison. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. 67 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets. And it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On the return, it's Rodgers. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. On play action, McCarthy. Pass complete to Addison. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's McCarthy. He gets it to Addison. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And with that last throw, the record comes into focus as he has now gone over 500 passing yards in this game alone. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Commanders Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Try to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Sticking with the pass. Here's McCarthy. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Rondale Moore. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Commanders 20. Will Riker the kickoff for the Vikings.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. And the Washington offense heading out. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans kind of beside themselves right now. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now Daniels. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. To throw is Daniels. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Shifts past him at the 45. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. Second down and a yard. Throwing is McCarthy. To Jefferson on the slant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, but it'll be 2nd down. To the air with McCarthy. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jordan Addison, 43 yards. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Commanders 28. Will Riker the kickoff for the Vikings.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
At the 30-yard line.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jaden Daniels, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting ready to go back to work. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. On play action, now McCarthy. Flush to his right. Addison hauls it in. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Daniels looking to throw. Steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Play action, now it's Daniels. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
It's 4th down.
Daniels going to throw for it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Throwing now is Daniels. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 2nd down and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40.
That's good for Washington. First down.
To the air goes Daniels. He'll get this to DeMarcano. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Daniels. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Samuel bringing in the slant. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 15-yard line. Quick slant to Brown. And he is... Noah Brown, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go again to Jones. Shifts by him. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. An inside give to Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones from 17 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Here we go.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Working out of the gun, Daniels. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Deebo Samuel, 50 yards. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick.
They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Pass complete to Addison. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. And they'll indeed take a knee. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Minnesota, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Washington, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the 49ers and the Packers, next on Madden Football.
First opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. Thanks for having us in to kick off a new year. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, you lived this as a player. It's so exciting for us as fans, but now after that long off season to get your body ready and your team ready and your game ready, finally show everybody what it's all about. Week 1 of the season has arrived.
Yeah, and at this stage in the process, Mike, you're exactly right. All you want is for this ball to be kicked off. You're tired of practicing. You're tired of the off-season workouts. You're tired of the preparation for what feels like an entire year to play one game. And now you lace them up, strap the helmets on, and it kicks off what should be another exciting NFL football season.
So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
There's just something special about week 1, isn't it, Mike? I mean, after months of anticipation, speculation, it finally hits you. The season has arrived. This is the first time where we're going to get to see a lot of the debuts of players on new teams, new coaches, rookies taking the field for the very first time in a meaningful game. The preseason is one thing, but it's an entirely different level of excitement once opening weekend rolls around. I don't know about you, but I am excited to see what's in store for us, that these games finally now matter.
Here's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
2nd and 2. You're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss at 2, and now you find yourself on 3rd down.
He's got a man. That's Watson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Love. He keeps it himself.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So you find yourself in 2nd and long. What you're thinking here as the play caller is just get this into a manageable 3rd down situation. But after that rush attempt and that big gain, they now find themselves in 3rd and short, which makes it nice. They can run or pass. That's a great job defensively. The goal of every defense in the NFL is to accomplish one of 2 things: turnovers, force field goals. In this case, the big 3rd down stop is most likely going to lead to the latter. Really nice job there in the red zone. You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick in the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. First catch for him. Matt LaFleur disagrees with the call, and he's going to throw the challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So a smart decision on the defensive side to use the challenge here. This winds up as an incomplete pass. Able to complete it to Ayuk. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Throwing again is Purdy. That's hauled in once again. It's Ayuk. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Back to the air is Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. He'll go right and find his running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. He finds his big receiver, that's Jennings. And they're going to have enough to convert here, and it sets up 1st and goal. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up 2nd and goal. To throw once more, it's Purdy. They're called in at the 2. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave?
And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Brock Purdy. Touchdown, 49ers. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense ready to possess the football for the second time. Love to throw it on first down. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one is caught by Reed. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Love.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. To the goal line and in. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jason Sanders on for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Packers are on top. It's now 10-7. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Now return coming from the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Niners offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He's going to keep it himself. And the 49ers have got a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 4-yard line. And they'll run here with McCaffrey. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up 2nd and goal. So, 1st quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. 10-7 is the score. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be McCaffrey.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
That is hot. What a job to keep the play alive. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown San Francisco. McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it. And the 49ers are on top. It's 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense and Romeo Doubs heading out for their next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Here we go. Hey, Reno, Bronco swing.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
Oh, he's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Josh Jacobs. The speed on display. He's in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Packers move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To throw is Purdy. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. On 2nd down, Purdy. That one incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short. They'll look to pick up the pace. On 4th down, they snap it to Purdy. He'll try to run for it. It's a pickup of 14, and the decision to go for it pays off. Here's 1st and 10. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down. Here's Purdy. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as this defense a little too loose there, giving up 19 yards on 4th down. Throwing again is Purdy. taking off. And he's in. Brock Purdy. Touchdown, 49ers. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the 49ers move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Here we go, set.
In motion, Reed. Love to throw on 1st and 10. He runs with it. Love going to get to the ground, avoid the contact, and pick up a first down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And just a short pickup there to about the 44. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run with Jacobs. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. From the gun, it's Love. Open is Kraft. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A handoff running left. It's Jacobs. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Here's Love. And he'll take it on in. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Green Bay. What a start to the year. His 2nd touchdown in this opening half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. First and 10. Purdy. And this ball's going to be incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
first and 10, it's Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Again, working deep downfield. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up third down. From the gun, it's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in. You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
Now give to Jacobs. He'll run right. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
Here we go. Roll. Check.
On the ground, it's Jacobs. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up third down. The man in motion is Watson. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up. And this one is blocked.
And what a play here on special teams. Not only for this unit to be able to get through and get a hand on it, but then the return, flipping the field now and setting up their guys with a chance to capitalize on a short field.
The 49ers offense ready to get back to work. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's first and 10. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Back with more from Lambeau Field. After this, third and a yard. Needing a yard, they throw with Purdy. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And Purdy going to smartly hit the deck here as he's able to pick up the first down in the process. They'll look to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. They were not fooled on defense. Saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Third down, Purdy. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, San Francisco. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the 49ers have taken a 4-point advantage. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. To throw is Love. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. Love to throw it on first down. The right side, catch made by Dobbs. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Here we go, set.
On play action, Love. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They'll come up here on second down and 5.
Let's go now. Go, go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield, so it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. To throw on first down is Purdy. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit.
And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the third quarter. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. This offense moving quickly, and they'll try to get set. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. The offense in hurry-up mode, pushing the pace. 3rd and short. Purdy. He's got his man, completes a Pearsall. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. That is caught downfield by Pearsall. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A run on 1st and goal. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the 49ers are going to open up the lead to 8. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love. Off he goes. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end. They face 2nd down and 7. In motion, Reed. They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down. They'll go play action with Love. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Here's Love to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Packers set to kick this one away. And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. He'll go play action. Purdy. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
You can tell the quarterback has built a lot of confidence in his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit. Even though he was able to get outside the pocket, they were able to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
He works free, right side, to the 20. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 88 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco.
The kick is good. Makes the score Niners 42, Packers 27.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Jordan Love and the rest of the Packer offense ready for their next possession. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and will try to sustain it here down the stretch. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Love. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down. This will be returnable from his own 15. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. And drawing some oohs and ahs from the crowd, sidestepping his way. Nifty gain of 9 there. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. Oh! And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Guerendo. Finding room to the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Isaac Guerendo. Touchdown, San Francisco. On is McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good. And the 49ers will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
27. To kick off for San Francisco.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. This one is caught by Reed. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Here we go, Shaq.
Love to throw. That pops open left side. And he'll get about 5 here as he's out of bounds with a 1st down.
Let's go now. Smash, smash. Unlock line. Bring it.
That's to Dobbs again. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
The open man is Reed. He's got it. He is in. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown. So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Here comes a return from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Still on the move. And they're not going to catch up to him. He brings it all the way back. 95 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the 49ers are able to extend the lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out there. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
At the 36-yard line.
Throwing is Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Now it is 1st and goal. Now Love. He's got it at the 3. And he's got another one. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Green Bay. What a start to the season. It's a 3-touchdown week number 1. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. Look at him move away from a tackler as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here's McCaffrey. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play. Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. The Packers offense make their way out to take over once more. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. On 2nd down, Love. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Jacobs. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Green Bay 1st down. Now Love. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
60 Eagles, 60.
Back to the air, it's Love. He runs with it.
And this is one of the cases, Mike, where defenders, they get their eyes in the wrong spot. They call it eye discipline. He catches them looking elsewhere. It allows him to get upfield and make this 3rd down a lot more manageable.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, they go with Jacobs. And right to the 25-yard line, that is enough for the 1st down. So they pick it up on the ground, and the drive keeps going. Off the play fake. He'll look to... Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens. This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. And this is blocked. Now this is scooped up by a member of the offense. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Woo! And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Play action. Here's Purdy. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Purdy works out of the pistol. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The home team's offense running back Josh Jacobs heading back on the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw is Love. This one on target, it's Dobbs. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Love out quickly to Dobbs. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The Niners offense ready to take over once again. And they have done all you could ask for, closing in on a road victory to start the campaign as they try to finish things off here in quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, Purdy. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down.
I can tell you from firsthand, Mike, seeing it unfold, runs like this demoralize any defense. I mean, he's been doing it pretty much since the beginning of the game, and they have yet to find an answer for keeping him.
And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again. This a must stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up. McPherson's kick is good. And the 49ers will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. Things not looking good. But See if he can get the turnaround going here. He'll start this drive with first down. The right side, catch made by Dobbs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end downfield. And he will score. Tucker Kraft, touchdown Packers. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Packers are able to cut into the deficit. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, there's really two schools of thought, Mike. You have yourself the lead in the 4th quarter, and a lot of people just say, let's sit on it, let's play smart, just don't give anything to the opposing team to let themselves back in the game. Well, that's exactly what they almost did here. They put the ball in the air, tried to remain aggressive, and they're lucky it didn't come back to bite them.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. On the give, it's McCaffrey. Whoa! And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 4-yard line. And they'll run here with McCaffrey. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. This one caught just past the pylon. And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
Makes the score Niners 66, Packers 48. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. On 1st down, it's Love. That complete to Jacobs.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
A 2nd down throw from... That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Renardo Green.
They'll take over 1st and 10. 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So, a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the two franchises with more Super Bowls than anyone else. It's the Pats and the Steelers, and it's coming up next.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Thanks for having us in to kick off a new year. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, you lived this as a player. It's so exciting for us as fans, but now after that long off season to get your body ready and your team ready and your game ready, finally show everybody what it's all about. Week 1 of the season has arrived.
Yeah, and at this stage in the process, Mike, you're exactly right. All you want is for this ball to be kicked off. You're tired of practicing. You're tired of the off-season workouts. You're tired of the preparation for what feels like an entire year to play one game. And now you lace them up, strap the helmets on, and it kicks off what should be another exciting NFL football season.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They're going to be led out by their quarterback, the rookie from Oklahoma.
This is the moment, Mike. He's been working towards this day ever since hearing his name called on draft night, and he's put the work in over the last few months. This franchise clearly feels that he's ready to go. But what did he say to us the other day, Mike? He said, I kind of have to admit, it's going to be surreal walking out on that field to take my first snap as a starting NFL quarterback. But I think once he settles in and gets rid of any early nerves, he's confident that he'll show everybody that he belongs.
Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
On fourth down, here comes J.K. Scott to punt. That's Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
From a talent standpoint, Drake May has every physical quality that you're looking for to play modern-day NFL quarterback. He can, of course, make all the throws. He's big, strong, and he is a very good athlete. He just needs some time. He needs to sit back and wait for his opportunity to play. Looks like that day is today, and I think if he goes out and plays to that potential, this is the first step of him becoming a legitimate NFL franchise quarterback.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now, May. Ooh. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Whoa! And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal. It's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. Here's a run. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Now here's 2nd and goal. From out of the gun, here's May. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal. That one back of the end zone. And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay is going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. The extra point is good. And the Pats have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Steelers offense ready to see the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. Here's Warren. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5. On play action, he'll set up. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Jennings.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
And this throw batted away and incomplete. Darius Slay, Mr. Big Play, with his hands right around the ball again. Throwing on 2nd down, May. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. To throw now, May. And that is incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back in on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their...
Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And this is going to be incomplete. So they let the punter try and throw for it. Not sure if he did that on his own. Either way, doesn't matter. They've turned it over on down. They run out of the gun with Warren. He'll manage only a couple. Harold Landry, they're on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll run the toss with Warren. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. 3rd and 9.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Here's J.K. Scott now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll go play action with May. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
The throw on the run is complete. 13 yards on that pass play. 1st down, New England. Now they'll run on the draw. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
You hear teams talk about it all the time, Mike. Let's win at the point of attack. And boy, this team here early in the 1st quarter, they've done just that.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's May. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete, and he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. On 2nd down, it's May. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down. On 3rd and 2, it's May. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2. To throw again is May. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Here's May again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's May. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
They're going. It's May. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Once again, it's Warren. And he's trying to get upfield, but cannot do it. Knocked backwards to the 2. So, 1st quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. The Patriots out on top. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Here we go, set.
On third down, they go with Warren. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. On the return is Jones. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. The Patriots offense about ready to take over once more. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. That's into the hands of Diggs. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Up the middle they go. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And the Patriots are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Working out of the gun. It's May. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Touchdown, New England. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with first and 10. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He gets it into the hands of Atwell.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Throwing now. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he will go all the way. D.K. Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, that was a pretty easy touchdown. He was wide open, Greg. Easy chance to close the deal, and they do with a touchdown.
And, Mike, it just appears to me that's just a breakdown defensively. You can't allow a receiver to not only be so open it's an easy pitch and catch, but then to have the space to operate after the catch to finish that one off in the end zone.
Here's Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with first and 10. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Can't tie the game or even take the lead. They'll run straight ahead with Warren. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Warren. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. On 2nd down, Warren. And he's inside the 10, pushing forward for a gain of 5 yards. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll try to run, and he will score. Touchdown, Steelers. And what an opener it has been for this rookie. That's now his 2nd touchdown here in week 1. And this one is blocked. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Marcus Jones now to return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to get back at it. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. He'll check this down to the running back. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? On play action, here's May. He's got Douglas going deep. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll go. Here's May. And he's going to pick up a Patriots 1st down. That'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down. Another catch from there. Numbers starting to stack up in this one. Closing in on 100 yards, and we're still in the 1st half. May to throw again. This one downfield looking for Henry. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down.
That penalty is declined.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Now on fourth down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. His kick is good. And the Steelers are going to move out in front.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Patriots offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail by 2. And we'll start this drive with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's May. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
That's how you get yourself out of the 2nd and 20 hole. Big gain there. It'll leave them just shy of the 1st down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Patriots 1st down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Off the play fake, it's May. Off he goes. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
2nd down and 3. Now, May. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. May going to look to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. Yeah! And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. He has really thrown the ball well here in this 1st half. Look at the numbers. Over 200 yards passing now for the game. Set to go now on 1st and 10. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. May to throw on 2nd down. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the 2nd half. So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Now he'll run. So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. Jones now on the return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. The third quarter begins with a run. A short pickup to the 38. Second down and 8. Here's May. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. To throw now, May. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he is going to be out of bounds. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. He's got his big tight end, Henry.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position, and depending on the speed.
And he's in. Hunter Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. The PAT, up and good. And the Patriots will up the lead to 5. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. We'll start this on the ground with Warren. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going. This play is actually really well defended here, but I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
Now, faking the give. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down.
And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. Steelers getting ready to put this one away, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and Drake May making their way back out. This one downfield looking for Henry. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And now you get the pick 6, and right on the heels of that, the offense comes out to go for 2. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. To throw on first down is May. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. On 1st and 10. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. Throwing on 2nd down, May. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field, so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. To throw again is May. That's into the hands of the fullback.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
He'll dump this down to the fullback coming out of the backfield. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. May to the air once more. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Here's May again. That is caught to the goal line and in. Pop Douglas. Touchdown, New England.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
May to throw again. And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Steelers offense getting set to get back to work. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. He'll get that complete. It's George Pickens. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff to Warren. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
Let's go now.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. He keeps it himself.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
And that is going to be good enough. He's got that first down. So conversion, and they move it to the 46-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
On the handoff, this is Warren. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4. They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. Back to throw. That one into the hands of Atwell. 13 yards on the catch there. That's a Steeler first down. On the ground, this is Warren. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
Once again, it's Warren. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Pickens. Steelers. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will even the score here in the 3rd. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. On the return, it's Williams. Past midfield. It's a foot race. And he's going to take this all the way back. 94 yards. Touchdown, New England. No problem there on the extra point, and the Pats will go up by 7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. George Pickens and the Steelers offense heading back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, set.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Now Warren. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. As he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. Taken in at the 8th. And that's good work on this return as he brings it past the 25. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is May. And he's going to be taken down. They get him for the sack at the end of this 3rd quarter. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From out of the gun, here's May. This one, downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. May going to look to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. Oh! And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down. They'll go. Here's May. That is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on down. Now a give to Warren, running right. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll run it right here with Warren. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go with Warren. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll look to throw. That's taken in.
Well, it's pretty clear where the defense anticipated this ball going on 4th down. They did a great job against the tight ends and the wide receivers, but the guy they didn't account for was the running back, and the quarterback sensed it, got it out of his hand quick, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And he'll be taken down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. Going in the wrong direction. Now 2nd and goal from the 12. Here's Warren. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 10. 2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there. So out comes the veteran, Chris Boswell, in a big spot. This to get the deficit down inside of a touchdown. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
And May will not risk it. Into the slide. And he's got the first down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down. Working out of the gun, it's May. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw now, May. That one knocked away and incomplete. Darius Slay, Mr. Big Play, with his hands right around the ball again. Throwing on 3rd down is May. He'll go right and find his running back. Even with the lead, they're trying to press the tempo. They're going. It's May. Open man is Douglas. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Demario Douglas. Touchdown, Patriots.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag.
Let's go.
Now, May. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the Pats first down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14. And this will not be a spike. He faked it. He's going to run it.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush. And that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. Throwing now is May. He's got his man. It's Diggs. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. Throwing on 2nd down. May to the end zone there, but it is incomplete. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. On 3rd and a yard, here's May. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and Man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
It is brought in the end zone. Hop Douglas. Touchdown, New England. That his second touchdown now here in the season opener.
Makes the score Patriots 43, Steelers 32.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. The Steelers offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. That's complete left side to Pickens. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down, so they get a new set of downs, and just as importantly, stop the clock.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steelers.
He'll drop to throw. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
That's another Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. This one complete to Atwell. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. 2-2. Now remember, all scoring plays are reviewed. Tight game, tight call. They're going to take a good long look at this one. So, take away the 6 points, and it's ruled an incomplete pass. They'll look to throw yet again. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's got his big tight end. Pat Freiermuth. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job. Get this thing back within 1 possession, so there's still a lot.
And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the 4th quarter.
All right, good effort. Just doesn't work out. But it's not over. Remember, they still got 2 timeouts in their back pocket. They've got to use them quickly. They've got to get 3 stops, force a punt, and see what happens when the offense gets the ball.
Here's May to throw it on 1st down. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. To throw is May. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. 70 seconds left to go in this game. From the gun on 3rd down, it's May. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And May will not risk it. Into the slide. And he's got the 1st down.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered. and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
So it's a road win here for the Patriots. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Use the options on the left to edit. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between NFC South rivals. It's the Bucs and the Saints, and it comes your way next.
The first open back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season. And these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively, because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you.
but also when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and a yard.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
Baker going to give it to Irving.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the gun, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. From 4 yards out.
And the Buccaneers are on the board here first in the season opener.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by the former Texas